After that stellar and unexpected reveal of Spider-Man Miles Morales, we now have some direct feed screenshots from Sony that give us a look into all the details, so let's take a look at them. So for the purposes of this video, I will try to render it in the highest quality possible so you guys can see in full detail. Just blow the video up to however highest the resolution at the current time on YouTube allows it to. I'll set it to 4K. It might take a little bit of time to get it there, but looking at these screenshots, you're going to notice insane amounts of details and why this is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. The first shot here of Miles swinging with the lights behind him, the way the lighting is just bouncing off his suit, the details in there, you know, the foreground and the background lighting, obviously the filtering of the image, the particle density. It is absolutely insane to look at it. Also, if you look at the buildings and how much more fidelity there is to just everything on there that is happening in the scene, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. Which brings me to this shot right here of him going invisible. Now, obviously, that's one of his powers, and as you can see, he's charging up, you know, his electric sting, if you will, or the Spidey sting. I can't remember if they renamed that in the comics recently. Either way, you can definitely tell that it's a cool effect, and if you look right through him, how the snow is obviously falling on the ground since it's set during winter, but you can tell the sort of translucent effect that's being applied to him. And then if you look at the person laying on the ground, if you look at the individual hair and everything, you can see how truly far it's come. And then if you just look at all the lighting that's bouncing off the buildings and off of everything else, it's just kind of mind-blowing compared to what we had previously. Now the next shot, we have Miles versus one of the, I'm gonna guess, the henchmen type of guys in the game. Again, look at the suit, the patterning, even the stitching there that now shows up, and you know, the depth in the suit. It's not just a part of the suit that's a texture that's laid over it. You can actually tell individual ripples and wrinkles in the suit, how they kind of go into the body and how they move around. Obviously, again, if you look at around the eyes specifically, you're going to be able to tell some serious depth there and texturing that just wasn't possible before, which even then transitions over down into the enemy. And again, just look at the lighting, and that's a major highlight again because of the way it's bouncing off of everything, the way the suit and helmet are reflecting his light from his hands. Again, just really incredible. And finally, last but not least, this shot of Miles just standing there, the snow, the light, the suit, the reflections, the depth, the detail in his face. That's the first thing I noticed. It is absolutely stunning. You know, you just cannot sort of express the detail that is going on in here. And again, if you look at his hair and how the light is bouncing off of it, you can tell the amount of detail that's going in there and the, you know, different aspects that are going in. It just doesn't even look like it's just something that's just placed on there, which, you know, if I compare it to the hair from a couple pictures ago, again, there's individuality there, not just like this massive thing that they just drop on and it's there. And again, this just shows you the type of a graphical leap that we're getting. And specifically, if you want to look at some of the stuff I was talking about before, like the lights reflecting, look at his suit and specifically how the lights goes, you know, down the arm, and then how it kind of does this bounce around the red, and how it takes the purples from the right hand side and is bouncing them all around. Again, just completely stellar. And then look at his eyes. That's what stood out to me, because in video games it's hard to do eyes. Like the most recent Final Fantasy VII remake, they would actually, for cutscenes, drop a light right in front of the characters to make their eyes look more believable. And right here you see that because it doesn't look like typical video game eyes. You can tell that they've really focused on the detail and the texturing and everything on the face. Just truly tremendous.